Mola Mola has introduced a new Class D mono power amp that delivers 350 watts in 8 ohms. Like the caviar it is named after, it's not cheap, so that sets expectations. Mola Mola is a sister company of Hypex of Groningen in the Netherlands. Bruna Potzijs, working for Philips back in the day, had developed a compact amplifier module for use in flat TVs using Class D amplifier technology. I don't recall if it was the size or the cost, but the module was never used by Philips, so they decided to sell the technology to Hypex. There they developed the well-known UCD range of OEM Class D modules. Further improving the technology and products, they have found that a cost-no-object approach led to a rather high sound quality. A new premium brand was then based on that knowledge. Mola Mola. It's like Bentley is based on BMW technology. Mola Mola today has a complete range of products, a preamp, power amps, an integrated amp, a DAC and a phono preamp. The Ossetra power amp was added to their program end 2025 and is their magnum opus. The Ossetra is a mono-power amplifier, so you need 2 of them for a stereo setup. To select sources and set the volume, often a preamp is used. Its outputs are connected to the power amp over XLR or RCA interconnects. To each power amplifier, a speaker is connected. Sources such as CD player or network player are connected to the line-level inputs of the preamp. Alternatively, a source like a network player can be connected directly to the power amp, provided the output stage of the source has volume control and can deliver enough output to drive the power amps. The housing comprises of an undulating aluminium central part with composite black sides and back. It measures 215 by 340 by 110 mm and weighs 5.8 kilograms. A pair is delivered in a Pelican-like hard case. On the front we see a small standby button and a power LED. On the back we see the IEC mains inlet, 4 Furutech loudspeaker binding posts that accept bare wire, forks and banana plugs. There are 2 plus and 2 minus posts to enable bi-wiring, so both pairs share the output of 1 amp. On the input side there is a balanced input on XLR and an unbalanced input on RCA. A small switch in between lets you select between the 2. The gain switch lets you alter the gain by 6 dB. A trigger input lets you for instance switch on the amplifiers when switching on the preamp. Inside we find 1 large circuit board with a smaller board mounted vertical. I have little experience with Class D boards, so I stick to a general description. Mola Mola has developed their trajectum amplifier platform. The goal was to eliminate traditional weaknesses like switching noise, mechanical sound, rising distortion and load sensitivity. Mola Mola describes trajectum as a discrete interpretation of a Class D that moves much of the amplifier gain into specially designed Class A stages, combined with a full bridge output stage, extremely wideband feedback and custom modulation and filtering circuitry. It all should lead to distortion below measurable thresholds, minimized load dependence and overflow output impedance. There's not much to explain here. Connect a preamplifier or source to the power amps using an XLR to XLR or RCA to RCA cable. Using an XLR to RCA normally serves no purpose and can even not work in some cases. Select the input you use and the sensitivity to low with the switches on the back. Then connect the loudspeaker cables. The top binding posts are positive and the lower ones are negative. Start playing music, and if you have to turn the volume control rather far open, change the gain switch to high after you first lowered the volume control considerable. The Ossetras were connected to the Grim Audio Mu2 music player using Grim Audio SQM XLR cables. It has a very high quality preamp built in, so it can be connected directly. The loudspeakers were the PMC FAC12 signature on Stack Audio OVA 70 isolators and were connected over AudioQuest Robin Hood Zero loudspeaker cable. The connection to the Ethernet filter, the Matrix Audio SI1, was over Network Acoustic Mule network cable. From there, a Cat6 patch cable is connected to the Zixel GS1900-10HP switch. From there, another patch cable was connected to the Zixel T56 modem/router, which was connected to a 1 gigabit Odido fiber optic internet connection via a Nokia media converter. A small green computer Sonic Transporter i7 CDR server was also connected to the Zixel switch via a Cat6 patch cable and was running Roon server. To control Roon, I used an iPad Pro 11-inch 2nd generation. The Grim was placed on Stack Audio OVA equipment isolators, and the PSI Audio AVAA active bass trap provides measures against room modes. Up till now, high quality Class D always were very good sounding Class D amplifiers. But a hint of Class D always remained present. Not with the Ossetra. It has some of the unique properties of Class D, like super controlled lows, but those lows have very refined texture. Human voices not only sound naturally clean, they also are impressively free from the instruments. The piano lacks any form of coloration. The overall sound is naturally transparent and effortless. The stereo image is impressively natural. It's quite impressive how deep lows roll beneath you instead of coming straight at you. Only when playing at low levels the resolution reduces a bit. But I rate the Ossetra top of my reference set of 1. At €8,990 including VAT each, the Ossetra is quite costly, yet not expensive. It sounds heavenly, or rather, it almost sounds not at all. The audio signal is amplified very pure and effortless. It is transparent without being clinical. It sounds neither warm nor cold. It sounds neutral, in control, easy, agreeable. May I say natural? And on that bombshell, we come to the end of this video. A new one is coming soon, so don't forget to subscribe or follow me on Patreon, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram or TikTok. Patreon and YouTube Premium members get early access and no ads. A huge thank to everyone who supports the channel financially. Please don't be shy, I appreciate every single euro, pound, dollar or equivalent you donate. You keep me independent and motivated. It's easy to contribute using the QR code on the screen or the links in the description. I'm Hans Beekhuizen, thank you for watching, and whatever you do, enjoy the music.